Welcome to the video. And honestly, with NBA free agency being flat out boring today, at 6 p.m., James didn't tweet out his first signing to like 6:15. And I didn't expect it to be much exciting with the free agents available, but I expected it to still be more exciting than what it was today. The only big thing happening, Michael Porter Jr. getting traded from the Nuggets for Cam Johnson, and then the Nuggets signing Bruce Brown. So the Nuggets got better today, and Michael Porter Jr. got traded to a team with another ball-dominant guard. Other than that, free agency's been boring. So I decided I haven't made a video on the LeBron James situation yet, gave my opinion, and just put out the facts that are being stated. I just made a video about it. I haven't made a video about the LeBron James situation yet. I just said that. But, yeah, and I don't think the situation's being covered enough. I mean, it's LeBron James, the GOAT, the biggest star in the NBA, the biggest player in the NBA, the biggest basketball player worldwide, probably the biggest sports athlete worldwide behind Messi and the soccer players. And I don't think it's being covered enough because Shams on Sunday went on and said what he said about giving the statements that Rich Paul gave about them evaluating the situations and how the Lakers are approaching their future while also dealing with LeBron wanting to contend in his final years. And then Shams also just recently went on SportsCenter Midnight and gave out this statement, basically saying the talks are more serious.
A lot of talk about LeBron James and his mindset. What is his mindset at this exact point in time, looking at what's ahead?
Right now, LeBron James understands the Lakers are prioritizing the future in a lot of ways that really centers around Luka Doncic. And he knows they're going to go younger at different points. They are really prioritizing 2-year contracts right now. They want to have max salary space in 2027. But for his part, at this point in his career, at his age, at 40 years old, going on 41, he wants to compete for a championship, wherever that may be, in Los Angeles, or there are conversations to be had at another point. The Lakers, their president, Rob Pelinka, they're being active. They're trying to figure out how to get a center right now in free agency, try to get some wing depth. LeBron James is very closely evaluating essentially how this goes with the Lakers and where he would want his career to be as he winds down, whether he has 1 year left, 2 years left, or 3 years left. What we're seeing right now is essentially.
So basically, he's saying the same thing of what he said on Sunday. Just, he's saying it's becoming more serious. And on Sunday, I was even thinking, this is pretty weird and serious, especially with the sale of the Lakers and how he works with the new ownership group and what their vision is. It's just a whole change of scenery and a whole change of dynamics for the Lakers and LeBron James. And in my opinion, here's why I come out. This might be a hot take. It might be a cold take. I don't know. I haven't watched NBA media in a while, so I don't know what Stephen A. and everybody else is spewing out about this LeBron situation. They're probably talking about how it's going to affect his GOAT status if he goes to another team like the Knicks. In my opinion, again, I don't give out hot takes very often. I give out the takes that I believe. I don't just say things to say things. Alright, that's probably the reason I only have 13 subscribers still. LeBron James, I think it's time for the Lakers and LeBron James to separate. I think it's time for them to go their separate ways. And LeBron James to find another team to play his final 1, 2, 3. I think it's 1 season. I don't see how he goes any longer, but we say this every year. To play his final 1 season, 2 season, 3 seasons, whatever. He's still very good. All-NBA second-team player. Averages 25 points per game. Still played in 70 games this season, which is pretty good for the NBA nowadays. 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Great player. Great player. Still an amazing player. No one knows how he's doing it, but he's doing it. But I think it's time for them to go their separate ways. Because Luka Doncic needs a new contract. This is the last year. He's going to get an extension. Will he accept it? I think so, because I think the Mavs screwed him over, and I think he's just going to accept it with the Lakers. And the Lakers are going to tell him, hey, this is your team. LeBron? Like Colin Cowherd. LeBron, you can go away now. We got Luka. That's what they're going to say, and he's going to sign the extension. He's going to be the head of the biggest franchise in the NBA. August 2nd, that's when he needs to sign the extension. It's going to be a record-breaking deal until Shea gets his deal, and then you know how that goes. But it's going to be one of the biggest deals for the time being in the history of the NBA. And he deserves it. It's Luka Doncic. he's an amazing player with still unlimited potential. But with the Lakers right now, with Luka, LeBron, and AR, Austin Reeves, who also needs a new contract, you see it doesn't work. They lost the Timberwolves in the first round. Got dominated by Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle and Rudy, that's not a thing the Lakers should then. That should not be happening with Luka and LeBron. And I think it's time. The Luka trade and the AD trade obviously showed we're going with the future now. Now we're going to focus on the future. This opportunity came to us and presented itself to us to get Luka Doncic, and we're going to go all in with it. And I think it's time for them to do that. And they should do it right before he gets his extension, or the season before he gets his extension, because that would not only show to him this is your team, and for him not to risk it going anywhere else, because if he goes to the Lakers, I believe, or he goes somewhere else, now that the Mavs traded him, you get the same amount of money. But yeah, and it will show to him that not only is his team, that we're building around you, and we're trying to win a championship with Luka, and with LeBron accepting his $53 million, $52 million player option for one more season, I think you try to trade LeBron. You don't know if it's last season. That's the problem. So you trade LeBron, you get whatever you can get. You could still get all NBA talent. He's LeBron. He's going to go sell tickets wherever he goes, so that's a plus. So teams are going to give up extra that they're going to give up for KD, even if this was his last year. It's LeBron, the biggest athlete in the world, one of the biggest athletes in the world, if you want to make that argument. So he has immense trade value still, even though there's reports that it's not that much as you expect. It's still a good amount. It's better than nothing. And I think the Lakers need to focus on their timeline, which is the Luka timeline, and just wipe out the LeBron timeline. Because there's no way they're going to go... And same thing for LeBron. End your career competing. Show why you're the GOAT. You're playing at a high level still. Go and compete on a competing team. LeBron can get his way anywhere. If he says he wants to go to the Portland Trail Blazers, he'll go to the Portland Trail Blazers. Adam Silver and everybody else will make sure of that. That's no problem. But same thing for LeBron. Go compete, because the Lakers ain't going to get any better this season through either not trading AR, not trading LeBron. They lost Dorian Finney-Smith. They need a center, but Clint Capella's already signed. Brook Lopez is already signed. Everybody's already signed. They're not going to get any better than they were last year. Besides adding a few peaches, they added Jake LaRavia. Oh my God. So unless they find a good trade to make and trade a whole bunch of capital for the future, the core of Austin Reeves, LeBron, and Luka ain't winning nothing. Unless they just build better chemistry than last year and magically put it all together, figure it out, and JJ Redick figures it out, and they win, and the pieces come alive. But I don't see that happening. What's that happening? So why not the Los Angeles Lakers, while LeBron is still in this league and still under contract with your team, trade him or get what you can get? Whether you trade him to the Cavs, you get Darius Garland or Jared Allen or somebody like that, maybe a pick or two. You trade him to the Knicks. There's only like 5 teams realistically LeBron goes to. His 2 former teams I put in there, the Cavs, the Heat, and then the Knicks and the Warriors, which the Knicks and the Warriors are on the timeline of win now. And on the Warriors are on the old timeline also, so they'll be on the same timeline as LeBron, so it won't be a timeline mix-up like it is for the Lakers right now. And the Knicks are also on the timeline of win now, even though they're a little bit younger. They still need a piece, an all-star piece to win now, because that wasn't enough what they just put out there. And you could get, whether it's Mikal Bridges or OG and Mitch, and picks, you can get something. You get something. Why not do it? And and build around Luka and focus on that. And then whatever you do with Austin Reeves, you do with Austin Reeves, of course. It's Austin Reeves. We're talking about LeBron and Austin. Or you trade him to the Cavs, the Heat. You can get something. That's the point. You get something. Even if you trade him to the Heat, you go get Ware, Jovic, blah, blah, blah. Probably won't happen. Now I'm just talking myself as a Heat fan into this. And then the Cavs. I just said you get Allen, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now, if they would do it, it's a different question. I believe the Cavs would do it in a heartbeat. Bring LeBron back home for his retirement tour and try to win a championship. they'll probably win a championship because Scott Foster will officiate every game in that playoffs, and they'll make sure LeBron goes out in a Cavs jersey to win a championship if you were to end up back on the Cavs. So if you're the Cavs, you do that in a heartbeat, in my opinion. Even though they look like they're trying to do something similar to the Thunder with all these young players, Donovan Mitchell a little bit older, but with all these young players trying to win a championship. But that's what I think. I think it's time for LeBron and the Lakers to go their separate ways this offseason. And Lakers to focus on LeBron's timeline, on Luka's timeline, and LeBron to go out and find someone on the win now, for sure, as he winds up probably his last year of his NBA career. The GOAT.